This is Black Hole, Chapter 5, and I apologize for my voice. I have a esophageal condition, and I think this time of year with allergies, it's a lot of times like this. So, Black Hole, Chapter 5. Everything was clear to the king for the few moments that he died. Time stopped. His body expanded to encompass the entire universe. He could see it all expanding and contracting over and over in perfect endless repetition. There was no war, no good, no evil, just an endless expanse of contraction of energy. When he shifted his point of view, everything looked different. He knew instantly there was no single right way to view things, no single right way to think. He understood that the way he had seen the world as king, divided into right and wrong, good and evil, was not how the universe operated. He flew through this infinity for what felt like an eternity, but was really only a few moments. It was bliss beyond any elixir, any orgasm, any drug he had ever experienced. He was confused when he returned to his body. He could not understand why it was happening. He was being dragged out of the cold moat by a fishy smelling old man who was mumbling to himself. At first, the king did not think he was alive again. It didn't make sense. Why would the universe subject him to life after showing him such bliss? Everything appeared distant and muted, as if it were an image on a telescreen. He could tell the old man was yelling at him, but he could not decipher the meaning. It felt far away and muddled and unimportant. The old man scoffed and continued searching for fish and crabs, placing them into a bucket. From time to time, he muttered about how the number of stones on the shore meant a storm was coming, and how the swirling water meant they needed to watch out for the royal guard. When the king regained some bodily awareness, he decided the old man was mad, but he felt no urge to run or be afraid. Instead, he sat calmly for a few more moments, unsure what to do. He was shivering, but even this he observed with detached curiosity. The king watched the old man and noticed a device beeping and displaying strange patterns on a screen. "What is that?" the king asked. It looked strange to him. "It's a fish finder," the old man said, annoyed. "Are you going to say thank you for the rescue?" "Oh, of course," the king said. "Thank you." The old man rolled his eyes. "There's more technology in this world than what this culture made," he muttered. "This fish finder was made by one of those civilizations that went extinct." The king looked up at the bridge and, after a few moments, decided it was time to go. "Thank you again," he said. The old man snickered. "Where are you going?" The king said he did not know. The old man rolled his eyes. "Be careful about the deer wandering about. They don't take kindly to strangers." The king paused. Did this old man know about the deer from the night before? Had he seen what the king saw? But before he could ask, the old man was chasing a blip on his fish finder. The king decided the question would not be fruitful and made his way back up to the bridge. There he saw a royal guard patrolling the palace border. "Has there been any strange activity with the deer?" the king asked. The guard laughed. "No, of course not. All animals and people are happy and in their place." "Why do you ask?" The king forced a laugh. "No reason, just a silly question." The guard laughed too. The king noticed a brief flicker of nervousness cross the guard's face, but he could not be sure. Nothing felt right, yet the king continued smiling and walked back to his room. The guard called after him, reminding him of an important meeting. The king smiled and said thank you. Then he looked over at the land of Ur, the perfect garden world. And for the first time it felt wrong. Jamashi greeted him and wrapped a warm robe around his shoulders, urging him to rest before his meeting. "Of course," the king said. his mind far away. He smiled at Jamashi, but when he looked into his eyes, he felt nothing, only immense sadness. The king asked Jamashi to leave him alone. He sat staring out over the land, missed his meeting, and did not care. Though everything looked perfect, something was wrong, he sensed. And what a fortunate position he held, for if anyone could change things, surely it was him, the king. Chapter 6. The king was not sure what he was feeling, but it was not good. After being dead for 5 eternally long minutes, he began to worry, most of all about the black hole. I told you it wasn't a good idea, Dr. Gabel said, annoyed. But once you start pushing forward, it's hard to stop the momentum. But I am the king insisted. Rocario stepped forward, trying to calm the king. There is an order and procedure to do things. It's what keeps our society prosperous, he said, offering fruit and gesturing to the beautiful attendants serving them. The king pushed the bowl away. Focus, he said. What can we do? Realistically, we can run more tests, slow the process, the doctor said, hesitating. But we can't stop it, the king finished. The doctor studied him. Why this sudden change? You've always been decisive. And now you hesitate? It doesn't fit your profile. Did something happen? The king turned away. Just growing up, I suppose. No, the doctor said. Something else happened. And while I agree with your hesitation, it feels illogical that you have shifted your perspective so quickly. Don't worry about my shift in perspective. I have my reasons, the king said. Delay it if you can, and if you cannot, try anyway. The king glared at the doctor for a moment, then he stormed out. After he left, the doctor ordered a scan of the king's previous day. The data showed drugs, sex, movement throughout the palace, all typical of the king. But then something stood out. The king had left the palace, fallen a great distance, and his heart had stopped. He had encountered an undocumented person and a guard. His heart had stopped. The doctor wondered if this explained the change. Near-death experiences were known to alter consciousness. He went to the site where the king had fallen. A guard approached and admitted the king might have seen something he should not have. He told the doctor about the deer, uncontrollable, out of place, terminated, as was deemed necessary. I understand, the doctor said. Systems have to be maintained. Persuasion was ideal, but force sometimes align people with our higher purpose. The doctor did not tell the guard about the king's death. Instead, he asked the guard to accompany him to the lab. And what help would that be? The guard asked. We must fix the king's brain, the doctor said, forcibly if necessary. And while we're at it, I've noticed anxiety in myself. Anxiety isn't normal? The guard asked. Of course not, the doctor replied. It serves no purpose and must be removed.